Okay. Happy Friday evening. I'm still at the Village's office right now. Glenn Stein here, broker owner of Realty Executives in the Villages. Some of you watching this on Facebook, folks from my own company, you're going to see this later. And folks that are going to be watching this on YouTube, wanted to give everybody an example of number one, wanted to be a good example for everybody to show everybody I was going to be in integrity and doing it. And I wanted to show actually the public. I want to let everybody else know because we've been doing this on YouTube probably for the last 8 weeks, 9 weeks, or maybe even longer than that. Been talking about the market updates and how COVID-19 has affected the real estate market here in the Villages, Florida. Obviously, things have opened up tremendously. Restaurants and some other things are open. We're still seeing a couple of cases here and there. So certainly not out of the window health-wise, and certainly not going to talk about that necessarily. But most of the activities have been opened or they're about to open sometime this month. So what we've seen in the past, we've seen how we illustrated this probably about 8-9 weeks ago, a V-shaped curve, just this whole thing of starting from right here back in middle of March, and then things kind of falling off a cliff through April and then May, where hardly any showings, very little showings, not that many properties, a handful of properties coming on the market, but many more actually coming off the market because people were wanting to be safe. And we also saw a lot of properties, taken off the market that haven't come back, and then a lot of properties that were taken off the market that have come back already. So during that time period, not much inventory coming on the market, not that many showings. It was never zero, but hardly any showings, physical showings, buyers wanting to look. We did have some virtual showings. We did virtual open houses, and we sent out 3D tours to potential buyers, and we connected with a lot of people. So I want to congratulate a lot of my people for actually not only physically surviving it, but also mentally surviving it. And many of you that are out there watching this, obviously, you know what I'm talking about. Like definitely a mental strain. I've talked to some people in New York City that they're supposed to be opening up in the next 8-9 days, and they have struggled just through that process. That's been, obviously, a tough time for them and a tough time mentally. It's played a mental game in a lot of different people. So when we're looking at what we're looking at now with the market update is we're seeing the recovery. Like we went through this part, the one part of the V. Now we're seeing the uptick. Actually, we've seen a tremendous uptick, very, very rapid uptick, almost as fast as what we saw the downhill slide was pretty significant and pretty fast. The upward climb has been equally as fast. And I'll give you the numbers. So this week, the last 7 days, what we've seen 40 new properties hit the market. That's about pretty much the largest number that we've seen. Over the last several weeks, we've seen similar numbers, mid-30s, in the 40 range of new properties coming on the market. Some of that is, brand new properties, not brand new construction, but brand new to the market, and then brand new properties that maybe they were on the market before, maybe properties that were on the temporarily off the market list, and now they're actually on the market again. So increased amount of properties coming on the marketplace. So that's a good thing. That means sellers, owners are okay with putting their home on the market. The next number I want to share with you is the price decrease or price reduction number for the week was 28. And that's not a high for the last 4 or 5 weeks, but definitely probably number 3 on the list. So third on the list, meaning we've seen, in April and May, we didn't see that many price reductions. But in recent weeks, 2 out of the last 4 weeks, we did see some price reductions, anywhere from 25 to 35 price reductions in a 7-day period. So not an insignificant number. So part of that is the marketplace, but part of it is the amount of listings that are on the market. When we saw a very little amount of price reductions, part of the reason for that was there wasn't that many listings coming on the market. So hence, you're not going to see that many price reductions. But now that we've seen a lot more homes come on the market, a lot more price reductions. So 28 price reductions. The sold or closed number, meaning house came on the market, there was an offer, and or they got showings, they got an offer, they got to the point of meeting of the minds, and they got to the point where, okay, we're going to close, we're going to be under contract, we're going to do inspections next, and then we're going to close on the property, and then the property changes hands. That's 28. So 28 is a slight uptick from last week. I think we were probably in the mid, about 25, 26 properties, but still pretty low. And remember what I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks is June would be a lower closing month. At least the beginning part of June would be a lower closing month. But I think the reason for that is the low amount of showings and the low amount of under contracts or pendings for the month of April, the months of April and May. So that's why we're seeing a low amount of closings. Now here's an indicator right here that's going to really drive the story for the end of June, July, and August. I think it's, the market's going to be really crazy. It's going to be bananas in the next couple of months because we're seeing a lot of activity. All of our great agents here at Realty Executives in the Villages are seeing a lot of activity. So right now, the last 7 days, we saw a number of 49 under contract. That's the highest number we've seen in the last 3 to 4 months. 49 under contract. That means 49 people decided to buy something. They went shopping, they were looking, and they decided, okay, we want to buy this home, and they put it under contract, and now they're going through the inspection periods, the due diligence periods. So I think very exciting news for people that are wondering what's going on in the marketplace. We are indeed on a rebound. It's there, it's real. I think we're going to, the beauty of this is that we're not shy in inventory, and we're definitely not shy in buyers. A nice balanced marketplace where it's pretty brisk. So that's exciting news, I think, for everybody. That means a lot of people are going to be going to work. I think the number for each house that gets sold, resale, basically puts about $40,000 into the economy locally. So, not only for commissions, not only for that, but also for vendors that need to do inspections, the home inspectors, the appraisers, the people that are going to be doing repairs during the inspection period. There's a lot of, there's appliances to be bought. There's things that happen when a home gets sold. So exciting for the local economy. I think it's definitely 2 thumbs up. So all the numbers I've given you are based on MLS stats. If you have any questions about this, give me a call at 352-753-7500. Also, you can find us online at buysellthevillages.com, buysellthevillages.com. And if you have any questions, let's connect. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.